in a second. Wow. What's up, everybody? We're going to start with something fun today. Something really fun.
Full disclaimer, I have no idea what he's saying.
Wait. Time out. I got to fix something. There we go. Wow. I did what you told me to do. Hope you're not mad at me. I'm not going to say that live, but.
Gotta put it back up there. Yeah, it's great. I do have some big announcements to make.
All right, well,
but I'm not gonna make them now. I'm gonna make them.
Yeah, you want to wait
make
for a
it.
second.
I'm gonna make it. We got a big announcement tonight. We got a big announcement Saturday. We got a big announcement Sunday, and they all have to do with Crucible. They all have to do with Crucible. They all have to do with the athlete experience, the volunteer.
What do you mean the athlete experience?
Just you'll have to wait and see. You're an athlete, so you'll have to wait.
Like what other athletes are about to experience a massive wienering from me? Or you know, I mean, that's really the only experience anybody else needs to worry about. Okay, let's get started. Here we go. Command plus. Wait, is this
we're supposed to be talking about the game's programming.
Yeah, and here's what we're going to start with. This is
really important. I guess we're getting into comment wars.
No, I didn't. Look, the war was over. I did the debate with that guy. He looked like a freaking idiot for 2 hours on Sevon's show. He was so dumb that Sevon couldn't even leave the debate to me. He had to insert his own opinions and arguments in there because even Sevon couldn't sit by and be bipartisan. It was crazy, dude. Dude. That was his only freaking argument. Dude, bro. Look at my phone the other day and I see this comment. He commented again. See, haha, elite 3 weeks ago. That's when we did the debate. Then this was 3 weeks later. He responds to somebody. He goes, no, I'm not. This reel got over 400,000 views because everyone knows I'm right. Let's break that down first. The reason that reel got 400,000 views is because there's a stupid fat guy who can't look down and see his penis when it's flaccid talking about exercise and health. And people are like, how could this guy know anything about exercise and health? He sleeps with a CPAP machine. 5, you've never done a 5x5. You never strength train. It looks like he's going to have a hemorrhoid every time he says the word strength training. Anyways. So that's why the reel got over 400,000 views, first off. And because people thought it was stupid. Second, the only people that disagree are devout CrossFitters that have no training experience outside of doing constantly varied bullshit, aka CrossFit. So let me just do one more thing. I'm going to read you guys a DM that Tanner Shook sent me. I'm going to read this DM real quick. This was after the debate. I think it's really important to show this. Shook. Oh, wow. He goes, Taylor. He sent the same exact DM to Sevon, by the way. Copy and paste. First off, I want to thank you for inviting on the podcast. I enjoyed the debate and I appreciate the respectful discourse we had. If I came off like an arrogant asshole, I want to apologize. I believe you and I actually agree. We are just saying it in our own way. It's obvious we are both passionate about health and fitness and we both have strong convictions. It was also brought to my attention that I sounded like I only care about strength and do not prioritize cardio. For the record, I do a ton of cardio, Metcons, and prioritize cardio for all my clients as well. And I wish I would have made that clear on the podcast. I would never tell people not to do Metcons. I'm just saying I would never prioritize cardio over strength for the average person. As a person coach, you have my utmost respect. CrossFit and the fitness industry need more outspoken people like you. Thank you, Tanner. But then you go and comment something like this. And it's just a complete dichotomy of who you are face to face and who you are in the reel or in the comment section. And it is such bullshit. And let me just say this. I've had over 5 doctors message me or talk to me in my affiliate and say, hey, I watched that debate. Everything you said was right. And this is the last argument anyone needs as to what is more important for long-term health for the average person in terms of training modality. If I lose all the muscle mass in my legs, I get run over by a fucking car, I get a wheelchair. life goes on. Kevin Ogar, look at him. Great guy. His life has gone on. A shark bites off my fucking arm and I don't have an arm anymore and no muscle mass in my arm. I live my life with one arm. If I lose all the muscle mass in my freaking, butt cheeks, whatever, life goes on. Again, I get a wheelchair. If your fucking heart stops working, you die. So, increasing lean skeletal muscle mass, therefore, is not more important than a healthy, functioning heart. And I'm not saying the two are mutually exclusive, but if there's one training modality that's most important for fat Americans, it's cardiovascular and respiratory training, endurance training, not deadlifting. You can look like Mark Ripito and deadlift every day, every week, and Mark Ripito is going to die in 10 years. No offense. All right. My rant is over, dude. Sorry. I just really
just because you say no offense at the end doesn't mean you can say anything, right?
Really? What are you talking about?
Like you can't say
I can't say he's a fucking dumbass motherfucker. No offense.
Dude, you went 30 minutes last week without cursing. You almost went 5 minutes today. What's up?
Isn't a no curse week, bro.
That's a big
it's alternate weeks for me. All right. Alternate weeks. I also want to say one more thing.
All right.
I'm really grateful for, it's been a really cool to watch how much Jason struggled last year and how successful he was this year. And I do want to give a lot of that credit. In fact, really, and just
why can't you just say it's been really cool to see how well he did?
Because I want
why do you have to start it?
Before to get some credit, and that's Jake Marconi.
No, why do you have to start the comment out by saying I want to say how I like seeing how bad he did last year?
Oh well, I mean,
the old.
Well, it's cool. It's cool because you watch someone who struggles. And they come back and they do really well. And Jake Marconi is a massive part of that. And people should acknowledge that. He's a really great guy, a really cool dude. I like him a lot. And I do have to say, he's my favorite person at HWPO. He's a great coach, Jake Marconi.
You should, for a full disclosure, everyone, I think he caught wind of the fact that Jake complimented him on his outlook on programming strength for the masses. And so Taylor,
no.
Like he normally does, Taylor's like, you know what? He's an all right guy.
No, I've always liked Jake because Jake is funny. One, he's funny. He doesn't take things too seriously. But also I think he thinks very deeply. And the one thing you can feel, and this is probably one of the most important aspects of being a trainer and a coach, and you want your clients to know that you care about them. You want them to feel that. And it cannot be this thing that is fake or created out of nothing. You have to actually care, and they'll feel it if you do. And you can just talk to Jake and see that he really cares about his athletes. And that's one of the things that I respect most out of a coach and trainer is when you can really sense that they care. And it's the best coaches and trainers all have that attribute in spades. The worst, they're just like fucking robots. Jake's not a robot. He's a great guy, but I really like that. Yeah, this is definitely. I heard Marconi signed up for Sentinel, so Taylor Stites. No, he wouldn't.
Say there's got to be a reason.
There's not a catch. I just don't want to be so hard on. I don't want to be hard on him at all. I really like him, and when I make jokes about you being Jason's coach, Jake is Jason's coach, and I just want to,
Yep.
He didn't suck my cock either. Relax, people. All right. So do you want to make some announcements or do we want to go over these games workouts?
No, the announcements are coming tonight. One announcement's coming tonight.
What does athlete experience mean?
Just the whole athlete experience. Like if you sign up, because the qualifier is coming to an end, so people are getting invites. People have already gotten invites like you who finished certain placing in the semifinals from this past year or had previous games experience. And I don't know, dude. I'm just really excited to announce some of the stuff that's coming. Obviously, HWPO being the title sponsor, I think really helps, not only from a just financial standpoint, because it allows me to give a good prize purse, but also I think they see an established company and other brands think that they want to be involved. That's just kind of how it works. It definitely doesn't have anything to do with Spartanburg, South Carolina, and it doesn't have anything to do with me. And it doesn't have anything to do, I don't think, with the venue. I just think it has to do with like the the fact that it's going to be streamed and the people who are involved. So no, I'm just excited. I don't want to spoil it though. So we'll
So it
talk
has
about it
nothing to do with the prize person, nothing to do with the stream. So what else could I be experiencing that I
To-
care more about than those two things?
tonight. Tonight does not have to do with the prize purse, but we will announce the prize purse this weekend.
30K.
The total purse?
I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
more
I'm
than
kidding.
that. More than that.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy because in September I'm gonna win 30K at NTC, and then I'm gonna come and
Is
I'm
that
gonna
what
give
first? Is that what first place is?
It's a lot. Maybe not that, but it's a lot. I also just saw they partnered with the PFAA, and I'm thinking about actually, just kidding. I don't want to say anything.
That's a good thing, dude.
It doesn't mean shit. First off, let me say this.
It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all.
It's a bad thing in the sense that I saw their post about the swim event not being after anything in a workout, and it's only 200 to 300 meters, and that's fine. But like, if that's at the request of the PFAA, it's ridiculous. Because to say to the PFAA, like, hey, dude, the guy who, and look, this is what I respect. I respect Northern California Classic listening to the athletes and making sure that they feel safe. I just don't care at all for the PFAA argument because their head of water safety was in charge of water safety at Wodapalooza when the entire RX division, the year I won that swim workout, did it in the dark with no lifeguards in the fucking ocean, brother. You were in charge of water safety and you lost someone in the ocean, brother, in the dark. I don't give a shit if that guy's in charge of water safety. I'm just saying this. It's absolutely ridiculous. And also, damn, I love Dylan, man. I love Dylan, but there are some of the most. Okay, I'm done. All right.
Taylor's invite is being rescinded as we speak.
To Northern California Classic? Oh, that would be hilarious. Well, my tickets are booked. So I'll be there regardless. Anyways. Hey, Travis, shut up, dude. You're ruining my narrative, you fucking Canadian. All right. Anyways. So, what were we talking about before I went off the rails hard? Oh, prize purses. Hey, yeah. I would just like to say this. Out of the qualifier, on the men's side, the guy who won, Bailey Demena, does Sentinel compete.
Of course.
In case you guys just want to know this, you see this QR code up here, right above JR's nice little front poof. Not that I hate the hair. I love the hair. I'm jealous. I don't have any. And so scan that QR code if you want to win the qualifier. Actually, I heard that Travis unsubscribed from Sentinel, and now he was like 38th in the female division of the qualifier. He actually registered as a female. Travissa, I think was his name. But they allow that in Canada. Anyways, so men on the male side wins the qualifier. I'm not going to take all the credit. I can't even take any, really. Bailey's fit as shit, but really cool. And then on the female side, Allie Zerke, Colton's fiance, wife, girlfriend. Basically, they should be married. Mary Porter, I programmed for her. She's an individual. Morgan Porter got an invite. I programmed for her. She's an individual. Jessica Kalajian always does some Sentinel. Also does some Sentinel. Mason's girl.
Who is that?
And then
who's Mason's girl?
Mason Mitchell. Jessica Kalajian.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I was gonna say everyone you named was in the top 15, which is pretty cool. And for the record, Taylor had zero knowledge of the workouts. I have a lot more integrity than that. I can't say the same for him, but I have a lot more integrity than that.
You can't say that I have integrity. Let me just tell you this, bro. If I had the workouts, I would have leaked them just like the legends. Okay. You're right. So you're right.
But yeah, it was good. I was happy with the workouts. I was really, really happy with
fuck you, Travis.
With the level of people that signed up to do the qualifier. Right? There were a couple handfuls of like 2024 semifinalists that did it and qualified. And Brittany Weiss, won the games last year on a team. Like there was
okay, don't lead with won the games. Don't do that.
What do I say? She was on a team that won the games.
She was on a team that won the games. Yeah,
I said she won the games on a team.
No. She was on a team that won the games, not she won the games on a team. That doesn't come first. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. You know, I saw someone post this. Oh, Philip Muscarella was like, man, I finally got to call myself a games athlete and it's not what I thought it would be. And I'm like, yeah, because you're on a fucking team, bro. Anyways,
It's still anyone who is at the games competing is pretty crazy accomplishment. I don't care what division.
yeah, but you should just specify. You don't get to call yourself a games athlete. You get to call yourself a team games athlete.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
All right. Yeah, it's crazy stacked. So,
All right. So, yeah, games workouts are out. There are 10 of them for the Masters, which is going down Labor Day weekend. And we're going to go through them fast. And then we are going to discuss them.
Ooh, ascending deadlift weights. Or sorry, ascending deadlift reps. 4 rounds for time. 600-meter run, 5, 10, 15, 20 deadlifts. 24
you can scroll down a little bit.
running.
Say the weight. Yeah.
255. Oh, it won't let me scroll. 255 for guys, 180 for ladies. That's a heavy weight for ladies. They're going aggressive on the women. That's fine. This is a nasty workout. 1.5 miles of running, 35, 45, 50 deadlifts. Think of if you're like an 18 to 34 I would say relate this to like 275, maybe 275.
No, I think this is good. Like for the first workout, I think it's really good to kind of get the jitters out. There's not a lot of thinking. The run will matter, and the fact that it's ascending will probably let there be a little bit of jockeying on the barbell. Depending on how people approach it.
Some separation.
But it's good. And I think something that we'll see is a common theme. There is a lot of barbell in the entire competition, but not in a way where it looks like it's always being used the same way, which is good.
All right. Next. Oh, shit. Just kidding. Sorry, that was a Lazar post. I'll go back and read it. This is the Legends post. Deeply saddened by the tragic death of Lazar Jukic. Our love goes out to his family, friends, and the CrossFit community as a whole. Good people there. All right. Event 2. This is the only thing I don't like here. Event 1, 4 rounds for time. Event 2, so far, 4 rounds for time. Don't like that. But I do like the fact that we've got some rope climbs and handstand walks, some heavier or higher skill gymnastics. I also don't like that we're going back to more pulling off the floor back to back.
All right, read the workout.
4 rounds for time, 4 rope climbs, 15 foot, 6 sandbag cleans, 150, 100, 40-foot handstand walk. So 2 things I don't like. 4 round for time 1, 4 round for time 2, 50 deadlifts in workout 1, 24 sandbag cleans in workout 2. And they're a really low back dominant, destroy your hamstring type of movement. And this is going to be challenging. The handstand walk is going to blow their backs up too. So this just looks like a lot of low back in the first 2 events.
Yeah, and I'll push back a little bit because sometimes I do think that you want to test that and the recoverability between events. So if you're doing that purposefully, it'll be something good to look out for. On day 2, do they squat in back-to-back workouts? So on day 3,
I don't think they should be testing that at the.
Let me finish. So is there a lot of pulling on one day? Is there like upper body pulling? Is there a lot of midline on one day? So I don't think there's anything wrong with the movement pattern being done back to back. If you can tell it's purposeful in the entire competition, I don't think that's the case here. I'm just putting that out there as a caveat.
Right.
What I like about this workout is the 16 rope climbs. I think a lot of times you don't get the gymnastics volume you need with the Masters. This is good. However, I think that the handstand walk is far less. I think it should be 80. I think it should be 4, 6, 8. And I think 320 feet is completely appropriate for lots of different Masters levels. And I think it allows for some separation because when I look at the workout, it looks good. It's clean. It's a good movement combination triplet. I don't know where the separation is. So I think it's just going to come down to who rope can touch climbs, and go the bag or who can or who can rope climb a little faster. And that's
Yeah. One point I want to make is regardless of weight and volume adjustments for different divisions, once you get past 44, once you get from 45 to 49 and beyond, I don't think testing recoverability and redundancy and like back-to-back events should become a factor. I think what you should focus most on is testing work capacity across broad time and modal domains in a balanced way and not how can they handle this many reps going into this many reps in different workouts. I just don't like that. And I don't even like that to a large degree for the 18 to 34 individuals. Like, are we testing the, it just, I mean, it's a more theoretical, maybe not philosophical, but a theoretical discussion. But is testing for the fittest on earth? Do we need to test how can they handle Chad into 100 thrusters for time? Like, does that matter? Or does it matter that we want the person who's best across the board at those 10 general physical skills? Anyways, next workout. Real quick, I just want to highlight this. If you guys look on the screen, right in between Brooks Manley Marketing, I actually got to reach out to this guy for our website at the gym. He does search engine optimization. Great dude. Right in between him and State Farm, we've got a new logo. It's called The Knowledge. This is an offshoot or a part of Best Hour of Their Day. Pat Barber runs this, and it's basically coaching mentorship. And I have it up here because I'm getting ready to take my level 4, and Pat's helping me out. I'm like, I'll video a class, send him the video the whole hour, and we'll go through it and fix my coaching. Andy does this with me at the gym, but I wanted a fresh set of eyes, someone who's been through the new level 4. I think he's been through several iterations of it. But we take our coaching super seriously at CrossFit Charlotte. And I'm so tired of being a level 3 when Andy's a level 4. Fuck that. I want to be a level 4. Really nervous about it. Know a lot of people who failed it. Know a lot of people who've passed it. I definitely want to pass it. So Pat's helping me out. So if you guys are interested, you guys want some sick coaching help, you should check them out. The Knowledge at Best Hour of the Day. It's basically like if you coach in an affiliate and you don't have anyone at the affiliate on seminar staff, it's very rare that you're getting feedback in terms of teaching, seeing, correcting, group management, presence and attitude, demo, the way people on seminar staff get feedback. I mean, they get feedback every time they teach a seminar. So this is kind of like that. So check them out. It's cool. It's the shit. All right. Third workout. So there's 10 events, just to note.
Right.
First two, pulling from the floor.
And I haven't looked at a schedule yet, so I don't know if it's like 3, 4, or I think it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It is 4 days.
It's 4 days. All right. So. Oh, Sean Sullivan asking, does Sentinel have a program for 50-year-olds? Sean, we put the 60 track and the compete track is the same for everyone, but we have volume adjustments, movement variation adjustments, loading adjustments for each master's age group. All right. Hey, Taylor, did you know these workouts 2 months ago? Oh,
great question, Augustus.
Oh, the games workouts? I did not. They did a great job this time. Well, and they probably honestly didn't do a great job because I'm a fucking nobody. I shouldn't have known about the age group workouts to begin with. So I bet half the Masters field knew about these. I didn't. All right, next. 4 time. This is a sprint. 25 overhead squats, 75 pounds for guys, 55 pounds for ladies with a barbell, 80-foot dumbbell walking lunge, 50s, 35s, 25 overhead squats. So you got 25 overhead squats, walking lunge, 25 overhead squat. Again, man, the thing I don't like about this is you're coming off of a deadlift and a sandbag clean and a mile and a half of running, and now we're lunging, which is another posterior chain dominant leg exercise. Like I would say it's far more glute posterior soreness developing. And, you know, it's low volume, I would say.
It's so low volume, and it's only 24 cleans. So
but is it but could you not do that? Is there a different way to do it that would make it better? That's the point.
Like you said earlier, it's a sprint, and I think that's cool, especially if like maybe this is the last workout of the first day. The only thing, and I think you need a sprint, and you don't have to always use machines, and it can get tough sometimes. But 75 and 55 for 50 reps at speed, it just makes me nervous from a programming standpoint.
Jamie said that the events, hold on, this is important to note. This is event 1. So they start with this workout, then they do this workout, then they do this workout. I like that less even. And that's weird. Why not just?
I just worry about the subjectivity of the full hip extension on the light overhead squat. That's it. That's the only thing that I think about when I see this workout.
There's one machine, Sloppy. So there's no machines. I believe there's one machine. All right.
Echo Bike is there. Yeah.
A lot of subjectivity here, correct. And extending the hips on the lunges as well. Next workout, snatch, speed, ladder. More pulling from the floor, potentially more squatting, but another sprint event, relatively low volume. I just think that through the first 4 events, there's so much posterior, like a massive amount of posterior.
I am surprised that this is the loading for some of the younger Masters divisions because I
Right.
think it's going to be insanely fast and touch and go, and that's probably what they want. It says speed. If it's squat, it's already 50% better, in my opinion. If it's power, I think it's the loading is
Yeah.
maybe too light. And maybe I'm wrong. I'm willing to be wrong. But just knowing what they had to do in the online qualifier, knowing what
Yeah.
knowing what they can snatch. I mean, a lot of these guys Hudson Fricky, Mark Hutchinson, like those guys are coming to crash.
Mark Hutchinson qualified?
Those guys are coming to crash. Like they'll be at Crucible, and just seeing them in person in this age group and knowing what they can snatch. Dude, I mean, listen, and I'm not joking. Think about this though.
You lost me at Mark Hutchinson. Sorry.
Do you think guys muscle snatch the 135 and the 165 just because they have to get it done faster?
No, they're not going to muscle snatch 165.
They'll muscle snatch the 135.
I don't think you should.
There's only 10 reps.
Dude, muscle snatching 4 reps at 135 doesn't save you if you take 5 extra seconds of rest at 2 before you hit 225.
I don't think a lot of them are going to have to. Even in the 40 to 44, those dudes are crazy strong.
Oh, that's not true. They for sure will. You are much better off doing each rep as efficiently as possible and no rest.
It's
Guarantee
one. It's 2 at 195 and 1 at 225.
Dude.
Jamie, if you are in the comments still, how fast do you think you're going to do this? She said what?
She said she can't do these weights.
What's your max snatch?
Probably maybe 90 pounds. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Anyways, you lost me at Mark Hutchinson. Fuck that guy.
You need to learn to forgive.
No way.
And move on.
No way.
No way in general.
Fuck no, dude.
You're not gonna forgive anyone for the rest of your life.
I'm not a man of God. Fuck that.
You should be.
Listen, I am, and I do forgive a little bit, but dude.
All right, event 5.
Dude, I didn't even get an apology. I can't.
Hey, one thing to note. One thing to note. I think that it's really good that Jamie told us the order, because if I would have seen light overhead squat, overhead stability into snatch overhead stability, it would have not looked great from a programming standpoint. But because it's not in that order, I think that's good.
Wow. I wish my dick was big enough for me to smack Travis across the face, across the country lines, man. Holy shit, Travis, you asshole. Anyways, listen, this guy just screamed at 2 of my judges, threw a complete temper tantrum for absolute no reps. They were 100% in his control, and they were so egregious. Screamed at a judge. Oh, okay, I'm not going to get into it. I kicked him out. I booted him. I gave him das Boot.
I cannot speak to it. I was not there.
You weren't there, and it's all good. I don't give a shit. I fucking gave him the boot and sent him a refund.
Next, event 5.
And now I'm not doing that competition anymore because I fucking hate elite athletes. Event 5 for time. Listen, this is just, I'm just more unilateral legs. More pulling from the floor. Okay, for time, event 5. 75 wall balls, 45 shoulder to overhead, 30 dumbbell step over.
No, 40, not 45. You want it to say 45, but it is not. It says 40.
Sorry, what did I say? 75 wall balls, 40 shoulder to overhead, 30 dumbbell step overs, 40 dumbbell snatch, 75 wall balls. Confused on the numbers, but whatever. Big things here. Let's just backtrack a little bit. We've got 150 squats, 30 step overs, 40 pulls from the floor. We've got pulls from the floor here, potentially squats. We've definitely got squats here. We've got pulls from the floor, pulls from the floor. It just seems like a lot of weightlifting redundancy. Very, 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 very little gymnastics. And I just got to say, Bill and Bob and Joe, whatever the fuck your names are, gymnastics is underneath weightlifting on the fitness pyramid. But anyways, thoughts, JR?
I would have liked to have seen the same movement for the 40, and that's really as far as I go. Like,
right?
I think if you have a dumbbell movement and a barbell movement in the same workout, it's fine, especially if it's like an up and back style and you're moving from movement to movement. But you have mentioned, right? We're doing a barbell snatch. We're doing overhead squats. We're doing a lot of pulling from the floor. I think that just making that 80 shoulder to overhead. Yep. Just do the shoulder overhead twice. I mean, just looking at the workout, you got some pressing redundancy for sure going from the wall ball into the shoulder to overhead. But I'm just surprised that there's two different movements for the 40. Yeah. That's
Tanner,
the biggest thing.
Tanner and Mark Ripito love this programming so far because it's strength training. All right. They did a dumbbell lunge. Now I've got a dumbbell step over. They have a dumbbell snatch here. Like you said, there's a barbell snatch in the previous workout. Meh. And to be honest, JR, I don't think I like barbell shoulder to overhead and a wall ball in the same workout. It's just not something that I like.
Well, if I have to pick between the dumbbell snatch and the shoulder overhead, I pick the dumbbell snatch.
The dumbbell.
I'm sorry. If really? I have to decide, with what's
with
been
the other workout
so far,
right. But on its own, a dumbbell snatch and a wall ball is a great pairing. This is a cool ass fucking workout. Let me suck the dick a little bit.
This workout is probably my favorite.
It's pretty sweet. They basically have 3 intervals, and the working time descends from 4 minutes to 3 minutes to 2 minutes. There's 1 minute rest in between. The goal is to finish 105 calories for guys, 80 calories for ladies on an Echo bike as fast as possible. And each round, you start with a buy-in of 75 dubs, 20 chest to bar. So 3, 2, 1, go. You got 75 double unders, 20 chest to bar. In the remainder of a 4-minute window, you bike as hard as you fucking can. Then you rest a minute. At the 5-minute mark, you go again. 75 dubs, 20 chest to bar. And then before the 8-minute mark eclipses, you do as many cals on the Echo bikes as you possibly can. Then you rest a minute. And at the 9-minute mark, you have 2 final minutes to go. Cool workout. Pretty sick.
Yep. Pedro. So we got so far as gymnastics go, we've got a lot of weightlifting already. We've got 3 monostructural now with this workout.
Right.
So we've got double unders. We've got double unders, Echo bike, and we've got running. So the gymnastics though, 16 rope climb, which is good. Climb,
chest to bar.
Only 160 feet, and then we got 60 chest to bar. And the 60 chest to bar, I mean, I don't think anyone's finishing in 2 intervals. Maybe they will, but a minimum of 60 chest to bar, I think, is good. For the 35 to 39, I mean, that's unbroken. As it gets older, hopefully the pull-up volume stays the same. I think that's still a movement that a lot of people in the older age ranges can handle.
Right. Oh, shit. I keep fucking doing this. All right, next workout. Event 7, another barbell snatch. So we've got a snatch speed ladder, a dumbbell snatch, and a barbell snatch. We've got a sandbag. I mean, that's okay, whatever. This is the standard. It's a great workout. Just should have been something different.
So we got the standard here. As Taylor mentioned, we've already got barbell shoulder to overhead. Now we're doing barbell shoulder to overhead again. We've got different clean variations now. We've got different, and I mean, I will say this too. I'm not trying to just go against what Taylor's saying. I'm really not. But in a competition with 10 events, if you don't have access to a lot of different kinds of implements, it is hard not to be redundant with movements and movement patterns. This is cool that they're doing this, and the coolest part about this workout is that everyone has to deal with a chunk of 30 ring muscle ups, which is going to separate everyone, which I love, because the barbell is not going to be relevant maybe for who wins the event, but otherwise it's going to be, okay, who's skilled, who can get through this chunk of 30. In the online qualifier, remember they did that couplet of front squat and ring muscle up, and it was lower volume. This is good because, again, we've been saying we need more skill. We need more gymnastics. We have it here. So that's good.
Okay, this is hilarious. I've had indie games athletes tell me these events are better than what they did. Yeah, most of the individual games athletes are actually have less brain cells in their head than most elementary school kids, probably in the entire Deep South combined. And that's not anything against Southern people. I'm from the South, but I mean, like, you talk about some dumbass shit, dude. This is fully fucking. I mean, look, it's your stereo prototypical jock. I mean, I love Jason, but come on. God. You also can't I don't even want to. I'm almost ashamed that we did a games programming show, because for all we know, it could all have been fucking changed. Every bit of it could have been changed. Oh, stop, Larry. You're not running on low cells. There's a lot more CrossFit here, but we didn't get to see anything.
I want to address what both Larry and Jeremy are saying.
Jeremy's
And I think
Jeremy's
and I think
stop.
it's and
Don't
I
address
think
what
it's
Jeremy's saying.
I think it's really important to talk about because I think it's what a lot of people do when they look at programming. When you look at all of the workouts on their own, it's easy to say, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. But remember, this is a test to say who the fittest on earth is. You need to look at everything to determine whether or not you like the programming. You do not need to look at each individual workout. There should be a hierarchy. Is the fittest person going to win is probably the biggest thing. After that, movement selection, format, rep schemes. Is there chunk work like this? This is chunk work. It's a set of 30, a set of 30, a set of 30. Is there something with a lot of high turnover with really, really small chunks? There's one coming like that. But you should look at everything. Don't just say, I like all these workouts. Because then if we go through next week and we do what we did on the whiteboard last week and we completely show, look how skewed it is to this movement, or look how skewed it is to
There are massive skews
to this domain. It's gonna make you feel like, oh, why did I say I liked it? Well, you said you liked it, and that's fine. But why did you like it? Did you like it just because they all look like fun workouts to do on their own? Because that's way different than doing them in a competition.
So this is the other thing to note. The coolest fucking workout between the two competitions, without a doubt, Amanda 45. And just because they didn't get to see it and we didn't get to see it, it's like, oh, nobody remembers. But that, without a doubt, is the coolest fucking workout. Way cooler than the standard. Next, 8 rounds for time. Oh, shit, another clean. They had a deadlift at this weight. Now they've got a clean at this weight. They've also got clean and jerks in the previous event. And sandbag cleans. Stop it. I do like the fact that they've got some burpees here and some toes to bar. 8 rounds for time, 8 bar facing burpees, 8 toes to bar, 1 clean. It's like an 8-minute. Yeah, here we go. Time cap, 8 minutes. You got to be going fast.
Yeah, but I mean, for the fittest people, it's going to be really, really, really fast. It's going to be an all-out sprint.
Yeah.
Like
Next,
it's going to be maybe half that time frame.
5 minutes to establish a 1 rep max front squat. I don't know. I'm bored now. Single arm dumbbell thruster bar muscle up.
I like the ascending rep scheme a lot. I like the fact that they're 36 bar muscle ups because, again, we've got something where the gymnastics is deciding who wins. Like the workout before with the burpees and the toes to bar, that's going to end up being like the Dickey's triplet. It's going to end up being who can cycle the movements the fastest. When you look at the highest level of athlete in each division, bar facing burpee, toes to bar, who can be a little tighter, whose footwork stays the same. They don't have to start stepping up. When you get into the nuances of the movements and that's how you're deciding who wins, it's fine if you have 1 or 2 of those in a competition, but you just have to look, is the programming dependent on that for a lot of the workouts, or is it just dependent on that for like 1 or 2? It's like if all the workouts at the games were like Firestorm and Dickey's triplet, we would be saying, where's the separation? Where's the opportunity to separate yourself? It's all just as fast as you can go and who can cycle the fastest. That's what we're trying to get at. Like here, they've already used dumbbells, overhead walking lunge, and step ups.
Dumbbell snatch.
Dumbbell again.
And dumbbell shoulder. And sorry, not shoulder, but the dumbbell snatch. I don't like a single arm dumbbell thruster at all.
If this would have been dual 70s, fine, because it would have really balanced. And for a finale, I mean, I'm assuming this is the finale. And when they wrote the programming, they may have said, hey, we've already done a lot of pressing overhead. We've already done a lot of squatting. Let's make this just be about who can get through the gymnastics the fastest and who can hold on for unbroken. Because I think at the highest level in the younger ages divisions, it's going to come down to who can do the last set of 16 bar muscle ups the fastest.
Yeah. The other thing is there's squatting in 5 events. This is squatting. That's 1. Squatting. That's 2. Squatting in 3. Potentially squatting in 4. Squatting in 5. There may be squatting in the 255 cleans for a lot of athletes as well here. So The other thing, let's go back and say, okay, so we've got squatting in 5, maybe 6 events. Let's see how many are pulling from the floor, pulling off the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5, maybe 6 events squatting, 5, maybe 6 events pulling from the floor. I don't know, man.
So
really.
I think it's worth at least bringing up that
The volume and the
after
loading is not as
that
important. I
after,
want to say one thing real quick. Think about it, the games, the intensity with which you're executing events. Massive intensity. So when you're like, they're squatting here, but it's low volume. Well, the intensity is going to also play a massive factor in soreness and recovery from that. So, okay, then now go.
Yeah, and there is a lot of intensity here for sure. After the events at the games with the swim, we don't know. I don't know if you do. Great. Was there supposed to be a swim? Because when I look at the totality of the programming, and I mean, anyone who likes programming is going to nitpick everyone's programming. It's just how it is. Like it's your art. It's my art. I like that artist. I don't like that artist, whatever. We can analyze it and break it down by movements all we want. But at the end of the day, you're just going to like a style that you like. Just completely objectively, if I just look at the 10 at a glance, flipping through it, I see we're going overhead a lot, but we're only inverted for 160 feet. So there's no handstand push-up of any kind. Yeah. So I see that as there's not a lot of pressing gymnastics. Let's just say that. There's not a lot of pressing gymnastics out of a handstand position. You have the ring dip for 30 out of the muscle up, and you have the 36 bar muscle up. You've got the 16 rope climb. So pulling, I think, is and you've got the 60 chest to bar. I think pulling is really well covered. But I think that also makes the inversion stand out as being a lot less. Outside of that, I would say just the monostructural movement. I think there's only 3 monostructure in the whole competition.
Double under, running, biking.
And 2 of them are in the same workout. So out of 10, 3 monostructural elements, I was surprised to see. I thought we would get, I don't know, maybe a rower, maybe a ski erg, maybe a swim, and maybe there was a swim initially that they took out. But yeah, those are the 2 big things that I see. I see less handstand than I thought, because we didn't see any handstand walk at all in the qualification stage, and then the lack of monostructural. And really, we can just say long, because do you think the first workout is event 1? I mean, that's the longest workout, right? Maybe the chipper. I haven't really broken it down time wise, but I don't remember seeing anything over 20 minutes or even.
God, I just farted. It smells so bad.
That's good that's what you were thinking about.
15 minutes for this workout time cap.
Okay, that's the cap. So that doesn't mean
this is an 18-minute time cap. So it's like where we don't have anything over 20 minutes, and you're gonna.
So let's just say we go 3 minutes for each run. Let's just say 200 a minute for the for some of the slower runners. So that's 12 minutes. Yeah. So that one's probably going to be 15 plus. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely not going to be complained about like the CrossFit games as far as it being like for cardio people. This is not that kind of programming at all. It is very much weightlifting centric.
That's our take. I like the workouts each individually. Love this event 1. Cool workout. I like this workout a lot. Maybe the 80-foot handstand walk makes it better. I like the idea here. Loads again, but I really like, it's just a sprint. It's a cool workout.
Super nasty. Yeah.
I think, to me, though, it would have been a better workout if you started and finished with lunge and the overhead squat was in the center, because you get a cool race to watch on a lunge to finish. And maybe it's something like this, 50-foot front rack walking lunge or hang walking lunge, 50 overhead squats, 50-foot overhead walking lunge, and then you really see who's, you know what I mean? I think that's just
if Jamie's still listening, Jamie, is that dual overhead? Is it farmers? Is it front rack? Do you know what style of lunge that is? Because I really like the farmer's position with the overhead squat. I think that's cool.
Speed ladder, what are you gonna say about it? It's classic. I like I don't like a triple weightlifting chipper like this. I just, at least in the totality with everything else. Now, if it were 75 wall balls, 40 dumbbell snatch, 30 step overs, 40 dumbbell snatch, 75 wall balls, I'd like it a lot. In terms of just a workout on its own. Obviously, we talked about the shoulder to overhead being better with the totality of events, but then we go into the standard and we've got more jerks overhead. Love this workout. Sick workout. I like the standard. Great workout. But again, there's just a bit of redundancy with the clean and jerks and the snatches. I love this workout a lot too. But again, the redundancy with the cleans. 100 max front squat. What are you going to do? What are you going to say? I like this workout with the exception of just this single arm variation. Another thing I wanted to note was how many times we were doing a snatch across 10 workouts or a clean.
3 snatches.
A clean, one clean. You're going to snatch the overhead squat bar overhead. So that's 4 snatches.
No, stop.
Yeah, you are. What do you mean?
But stop. That's just 2 snatches to get the bar overhead. Stop.
Okay, 3 snatches.
3 cleans.
3 cleans. Shoulder to overhead. Shoulder to overhead.
We're in the front rack a lot. We're in the front
Shoulder
rack
to
a lot
overhead.
in general.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, a lot of these should be good races. I'm excited that there's a competition going on. I think that's going to be good for everybody in the community. Just kind of like to have something to look forward to have something to get excited about. It's going to be good.
And then to finish off our show, I'm not going to pull this comment up. It's completely political. Jacqueline Robertson, I did see that.
I have to go.
I saw it. It's amazing. Fully extended over that. I'm talking about hip extension, not whatever else you sickos were thinking. All right. And that's about it. So
yeah, tonight around 8:00, we'll announce something really cool. At least.
Are you going to be on the CrossFit Games update show?
No, that's later. I can't get on tonight. Are you going to be on?
Negative. I'm leaving for Italy on Sunday, dude. We're going to have to suspend a week of our shows probably.
Oh, dude, you got no chance at Crucible. You're about to go to like freaking Sardinia and just eat cold cuts.
I'm not going to fucking Sardinia, dude. First off, I'm going to Florence, the most history-rich city in the world. Okay. First off.
Anyway, you're just not, dude. You have no chance at Crucible. You got to coach like 5 athletes. You're about to go to NorCal.
The only thing I'm eating is fucking meat right now. I haven't had a carb in 6 weeks.
You must be shredded.
Okay, look at these fucking guns. I PR'd my 5K post-surgery today. I then went and did a 5x2 front squat, heavy as fuck. I did some clean and jerk waves. I'm doing everything I need to be doing, bro. And let me just tell you this. Anything sweet, cute, and special showing up at Crucible, like high skill stuff, I say cute and special. I like that stuff a lot. These guys who think they're great at CrossFit are going to experience what really hypertrophied massive veins around a penis feel like inserting and deserting out of their rectum, bro. So I'm just saying, chill. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to use Northern California.
I am so glad. I am so glad that you took HWPO off of that logo because they in no way endorse the language that's going on right now with the
They don't use glyphosate or dyes or any food additives, preservatives, nasty shit in Italy. I'm going to come back. My poops are going to be solid. The shape of this freaking.
All right, I got to go. You're killing me.
All right. See you, bro. Well, look, don't start a fight if you don't want to finish it. See you guys. Love you.